Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be doing a sort of demo and review on the Be Love plates. So I bought a couple of things from Be Love plates on Etsy. I bought one of the stamping plates, turbo stamper, black and white stamping polish, and also one of the credit card scrapers. If you want to go ahead and purchase any of this stuff, I will leave the link down below for you. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So this was how it came packaged. So they've obviously got sort of their own envelopes that have got their logo on and things like that. Really didn't take long to arrive either, so I'll get everything out for you. So first off, this was the plate. Obviously it did have blue film over it, but as I said, I sort of had a bit of a test out of it last night, but I did put it back into the packaging to sort of show you how it came packaged. So obviously it's got this you know, cardboard sort of backing. It actually tells you on the back, on the cellophane, you know, where it's designed, where it's made, all things like that. So I thought that was quite nice because you don't usually get that with sort of you know, indie plates. So yeah, minus the blue film, this is sort of how the plate came. So I obviously got one of their plastic scrapers as well, and actually it's quite nice and firm, so it just came like this. But I was sort of excited to try it out. So then as well, we've got some other things sort of in the package, you know, sort of saying thanks for purchasing. We've got, you know, a little business card in here as well. And as well, I did get like a little badge, which was quite cute. Then obviously I've got the two stamping polishes. They did come wrapped in bubble wrap, and obviously were perfect when they arrived. Obviously I've just taken it out of them, but yeah, that's kind of basic. So, and this is then how the turbo stamper came. So you get sort of two large scrapers with it, as well as it in the plastic bagging. So let's talk about the first thing, which is this turbo stamper. And this thing is bloody huge. I was not expecting it to be this large. I was expecting it to be maybe, what, half this size, so maybe like that type of thing. So it was, you know, it was going to be big anyway. This thing is massive. I mean, look, it's the size of my thumb and my nail as well. It is just huge. It's very difficult trying to get used to actually like using it because it's so big. I suppose it's going to be great for larger images and obviously large nails and stuff, but I must admit I don't know how I'm going to get on with this because it is so big. Be great for swatching though, for large images, but yeah, it is absolutely massive. But saying that, it's a lovely sort of squishiness. You know, it's not sticky or anything like that. It's actually a really nice sort of consistency, so I do like that about it. It's just the fact that it is absolutely massive. So then this was the stamping plate that I chose, which is B01 Geometry is Perfect. So it's just got some, you know, cool designs on it that I thought I'd like try out. So obviously I'll do some swatches of those in a bit. The only thing I have noticed is, well, they're not small, but they're not sort of really large, the images, and they're not really long or anything like that. Like, I don't know if that would cover my whole thumb completely, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the plate. So as I said, I did sort of try this out a little bit last night, and I did try the turbo stamper. It wasn't bad, it wasn't fantastic, but I've said this about things before, and it's actually been me trying to get used to the stamper. So I'm going to try it a couple more times without having to prime it, because I do reckon it doesn't actually need priming because it's sort of a translucent head type of thing. Obviously I'm going to try out the black and white over some black and white nail pops to see how they stamp and the, you know, the consistency. And obviously I'm going to use the turbo stamper as it's unprimed. I'm going to use the sort of credit card scraper that I also bought. So first up, let's go with BLP02 Be a Snow White. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can kind of see exactly what is on the stamper. Like I said, it's not stamped. I mean, this was the image I was going for up top. So actually that's not stamped badly. It is not the best though, but I might just try it again and try just swiping once with the polish. It might be that I've scraped too much polish off, so we'll try again. And no, that's kind of exactly the same as it was before. So I'm gonna stamp it anyway. So that's how the white has stamped over the back. So it is actually, it's really, really prominent, obviously minus the little bits that are missing from the actual stamp. So, you know, the colour is really, really good on this. They do smell a bit stronger than normal nail polish, I will say that. They're not as bad as Mondo de Nunez, but they are a bit more sort of smelly than normal polish. Okay, so next up we're going to swatch BLP01, Be a Dark Night, which is the black stamping polish. See, and you can see again, it's not picking up all of the image. So I'm not sure if it's the way that I'm stamping or if it's the stamper head. I'm not really sure what to do. I'll try another image and see how we do. Yeah, and that's come out even worse, I think. So I think the only option for me to do is to give it a bit of a prime. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just going to do a bit of buffing on top and see how we do. And okay, so I'm now going to show you how to prime a stamper. So obviously you're going to need the stamper that you want to prime. Going to need sort of a white block or a 240 buffer file. These are files that are used on top of the natural nail just to sort of, you know, smooth things out. You don't want anything lower than a 240 grit. You're also going to need some acetone and just some sort of cotton pads just to sort of wipe the dust away to sort of give it a good prime. Okay, so what we're going to do with the buffer file, because it's got sort of the edges, I mean this one isn't brand new but it's still a bit rough, so I'm just going to squish it together a little bit just to make sure that it's not as rough on the edges. Okay. So and then what you're going to do with the buffer block, you're going to actually sort of bend it like this, if you can. I'm having trouble this morning. Yeah, if you sort of, you know, do it like that. And then we're just going to lightly go over the top. And I don't know if you can already see, it's already sort of turning matte. Okay, so hopefully you can see sort of the difference between that and what it was actually like. It's very matte now. It feels the same, but it's just matte. So then you just get some of the acetone and just gently wipe over, wipe all the dust off from the sides, everything, and that is your stamper all primed. So now we're going to try to stamp again with this stamper, and no, the same thing has happened again. So let me try using less polish. No, this is not turning out well, but right, I'm going to try and stamp this. so we can see what it looks like over the white at least. I mean, if that was, you know, a really good stamp, then that colour would be fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to try one more thing, which is sort of using the stamper not in a rolling motion, but in a pressing down motion. And no, that's exactly the same as all of the other ones. So I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's me, if it's the stamper, if it's what. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have any of my other stampers with me at the moment. They're all still at work. So I might have to do a separate video on my other stampers with the plates and with the polishes to see how it works, rather than using this one. Or I might try and use this one with other polishes and other stamping plates. Yeah, I'm just a bit baffled. I'm not really sure why it's not working perfectly, because this is usually how you always stamp, you know. It's not, this is not a new technique, it's just a larger stamper. So I don't know what to do with that one, I'm afraid, guys. So I don't really know what to say at the end of this video, guys. It's been a bit of a fail, if I'm honest. What I'll try and do is when I get the rest of my stamping stuff back from work, I will try and do another video, maybe with some different combinations with this stamper and the stamping plate and the polishes and all of that, to try and get some better swatches and stuff for you guys, because I mean, these are they're pretty pants, really. The polishes have worked well. I don't know whether, see, it could be a number of things, and this is the problem with stamping. It is really sort of a trial and error thing. It could be that the stamping polishes are a bit thicker than what I've been used to recently. That's why it's not working as well. It might be a Mundo de Uñas debacle again, where I've got to use less polish. Or it could be the stamper, I'm not using it properly, or it could be, I don't think it's the stamping plates, to be fair. You know, stamping plates are usually pretty solid, so I don't know. But yeah, so I'm really sorry about this, guys. In all though, I do quite I love the designs of the stamping plate. I really like this scraper. You know, and the black and white polish, if they had worked properly, they would be really, really prominent and all of that, so they'd look really fantastic. I reckon it's probably the stamper, if I'm honest, and I'm not sure on the size either, because it is so huge. It's not really going to be one that I use all of the time. So if I was you, I'd maybe, if you were going on there to buy a stamper, maybe try, you know, I think it was the jumbo one, which is probably the same as sort of like a creative shop stamper size, which is still quite big, but not as big as this one. So I hope that you like this video, guys. This is my absolute honest opinion on everything. I've spent my own money on everything pictured. You know, I wasn't sent any of this stuff. I've brought it all off with my own money, so obviously I'm going to give you an honest review on this stuff. Look out for my other video, perhaps with some different combinations and maybe a second go with this bad boy. Please like and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.